Hi guys, welcome to another video. Now this one is my views and opinions on VAR. VAR has been involved in the Premier League this season and it has caused numerous hatred and positive, negative and everything. So I thought I'd sort of join the argument and give you my views on VAR. A few sort of things to let you know first. VAR this season has overturned a total of 63 decisions. That is a hell of a lot of decisions that have been made. 63. So it makes you wonder, how do we break these down? Well, I've done my research. Leading to goals, 17 of those VAR decisions have given goals. Okay, so they've overturned goals that were not given. So 17, so that's quite positive. Leading to disallowed goals, 34. Now, the majority of those 34 goals is this offside thing. And this is the one that's really getting fans angry. And I'm completely on their side. The Aston Villa one, about the heel. Really? I mean, I get offside is offside. If you're in front of the last defender, fine, you're offside. But when you start, players, they're bang on, and it's the most smallest yard. I think that's what they've got to look at. We understand that they're trying to get the right decisions, and you can argue that that's offside, but you've got to look at it realistically, and especially for teams in the Premier League, like Aston Villa, they're struggling a little bit. If that cost them their place in the Premier League, that's costing them money, that's costing them players, that's costing people jobs. So it goes a lot deeper than just 3 points or 1 point or 2 points. And I think what VAR need to do is they need to get it spot on every time, so people actually want it there. Because at the moment, this fuck VAR chant, you're hearing it more and more, because fans want things to be checked that aren't being checked. Fans want decisions aren't being overturned, and it's like, well, does VAR check it all the time? Do they only check it if the ref gives it? Do they, and no one really knows unless they've got that big screen and it comes up. So mostly offside has been 34. Penalties that have been awarded is 10. It's given 10 penalties that any other season wouldn't have been given. So yes, that's a little bit of a positive. 4 of them have been missed, but that's irrelevant. Overturned penalties 2. So that's where a penalty has been given, but VAR have said no. So it's just 2. So that's pretty good. And that's respect the refs there. Penalty retakes, there's been 4. Now, I've gone a little bit quiet there because this, to me, again, really? Retaking penalties. You get the penalty, goalkeeper stays on his line. If the goalkeeper comes a little bit off his line and it goes in, give the goal. That's enough punishment for the goalkeeper. If he saves it, okay, retake it. But don't, if it goes in, then the player's got to take it again. He's just scored. That's enough punishment, surely. Goals ruled out for offside. Check down. This is 24. So 24 of the 34 disallowed goals were for offside. Shows you how many. It's quite a few. Now, goals awarded after an incorrect offside is 7. So this is where players have been told they're offside, but they're not. So that's a positive. That's a good side to VAR. Goals ruled out for handball, 5. Yep, agree with that. Goals allowed after wrong handball, 1. Interesting. Red cards, it's given 3. Obviously, Son was one of them. It's saying overturned red cards too, but it gave red cards. Now, what that was is when Tottenham played Everton, obviously Son went in one side, and yes, we all know what happened to Gomez's leg. And it was actually given as a yellow card, and then VAR said it was a red. Now, when you look back over that challenge, you can argue that if we didn't have VAR and he was sent off, then the ref can only see what he can see. But VAR is there to assist the referee with the video footage that refs don't see. And the people watching that video would have clearly seen that it wasn't Son's challenge that broke his leg. It was the second challenge that came in. And I think he was distraught enough as it is. And he got booked. So, and then what you could have done was, as a ref, said, look, I can see he's distraught. I'm not sending him off. He's been booked. Offer Spurs the chance to substitute him. Okay, because then it takes him out of the limelight, but he then doesn't have to suffer more than, feel like he's done something wrong, because he didn't do anything wrong in that situation. He was playing football and it was just a challenge. So, personally, just only my opinion, you guys may have a different opinion, but I don't think he should have been sent off in that situation. VAR has got a long way to go. A lot of people have their good points about it. Some people don't want it. Some people, everyone's got their own opinion, which they're allowed. And again, this is just a view on my opinion. Don't have to agree with it. You can disagree. Give me your points in the comments. And yeah, I think that VAR's got a long way to go. A very long way to go before it gets the respect that it deserves. But it is changing the game. Now, there are rumours that it could be going into Scotland, it could be coming into the Championship, it could be coming into even League 1 and 2. Do I agree with it? Yes, but something that a good friend of mine, David, he's a Norwich City fan, and he was at the Palace game, and he just turned around and he said, well, the euphoria of football is dead, where you cheer for a goal, but you almost don't want to cheer, just in case 2 minutes later it's ruled out for offside, or it's not given, And I get his point. I do. I think that the VAR's now become a little bit too much involved. I think people are a little bit OTT with it, but it's gonna take a lot, I think, for people to respect VAR. It's a wonderful, it's a new invention. We're all for new technology in football, but is it really worth, what they say about it? So on this thing here, it says, what will the VAR review? It says goal, no goal, penalty, no penalty, direct red card, mistaken identity when the referee cautions or sends off the wrong player. Now that yet hasn't happened to be reviewed, but I mean, it rarely happens anyway. Referees do occasionally send off or book the wrong player, but that hasn't happened for a considerable amount of time. Now, something else that's quite interesting on this site, it's brought up the different football teams that have had these VAR decisions, and they're quite fascinating. Brighton have been involved in over 5 decisions. They've had 9 overturned decisions. So that was the game between West Ham, Aston Villa, Everton, Leicester, Arsenal, Sheffield United, Tottenham and Bournemouth. Now Southampton have had 4, +4. Manchester United have 3, Crystal Palace 2, Leicester 2, Liverpool 2 where they've been overturned, which have been 6, and Bournemouth just the 1, Newcastle 1, Tottenham 1, Burnley none, Everton none. They're doing the whole Premier League, so it's quite a few games have had this problem with VAR, and the one I'm actually just going to show you is this one. You can see it. Yeah. This here. That's what they gave VAR. That was the Aston Villa one. Heel. Didn't agree with it. But there we go. So if you can like and subscribe again, share, let your friends know about the channel. If there's anything else you'd like me to discuss, that you think that you'd like to hear my views on and opinions on, again, please leave the comments in the video, and I will look at them and I'll reply to them and do the videos that you guys want. I want to do this VAR one because I know it's a lot of people are interested in the views on it at the moment. So that's that video for today, and I'll be back, like I said, with tomorrow's reviews. And yeah, so hope you watched the previous video on the FA Cup, and have a nice evening.